What we're taking a look at today is this Loewe Opta, I think it says Opta T-92, made in Germany, AC, although the AC socket is broken off, and battery power, multi-band transistor radio. And I recently got my hands on some land, and I found this in a shed, along with some other radios, and I think it's finally time to crack this open and take a look at it. And we're just going to crack it open and look inside today. We're not going to do much restoring. But I noticed the dial string is broken, which for some people there will be a reason to throw the thing away. I'm not particularly keen on restringing this. It might not be completely unsalvageable. This was probably sitting in the dirt for 20 years, however old this is. So I expect it to be quite filthy. There we go. So let's just see if oh yeah, it's definitely doing something. And there she comes apart. Oh yeah, look at that crusty, delicious speaker down there. Oh, this is not soldered on. What a nice touch. Yeah, but this one is great. Let's grab the soldering iron over here. I'm also in the process of installing new bench lighting. I'll probably get around to that tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Come on, there we go. So I'll have much better lighting for the next videos, and I can actually see what I'm doing. Will be appreciated. So let me just take a closer look at this. Oh, some spider webs in there, but it's not as crusty as I would have expected. I mean, for where I found this radio, this is almost pristine. Oh, but somebody has been in there before. Oh, look at that. This is not soldered on, it's just... They just ripped it... Christ. They just cut the wires apart. And just sorta took them. And I'll make this a little brighter. Just took them and sort of spliced them together here. This is terrible. Well, and I have no idea how you would actually... No, look. There's a wire just coming off. I have no idea how you would put this back together. Where you would actually put... although there is some... Oh, there's some helpful markings down there. Nice. So, let's just get this apart. This is actually much more integrated than I would have expected. I mean, it's just a single chip here, a couple transistors. Oh, and two large... Those germanium? Yeah, those are probably germanium down there. Nice. I hope they're not dead. Because replacing germanium transistors is rather painful. Also, there's a wire running there from the antenna. I have to take care to not snip that off accidentally. There's actually a couple of those running to different points on the circuit board. I mean, you can almost make it out there. This is going to make this a lot harder. So this is... let me just get a pen. Just mark this. A for antenna. And there's a ground symbol next to it. I can figure it out. So I just unplug this. Let's see if we can actually get this off here. Okay. So nothing on the backside. And I don't know why the dial wasn't working, because the dial string is actually still intact. So I think the only thing I have to do to get this working again is just figure out how this dial actually moves. There, it's under there somewhere. Oh, there it is. So this probably just clips in or something. And then I'll also have to replace this crusty-licious speaker down here, because no way that actually still works. Oh, so this is the ground tab. It just runs down to this speaker. Yeah, okay, alright. So I think this could actually be a pretty easy repair job. I mean, what we have to do is just get rid of all of that stuff. This looks like a mod to me. Then resolder the speakers, resolder the battery terminal, and this also had an AC input, although I have no idea how that would have worked. Is this like a capacitive dropper? This could be a capacitive dropper, although yeah, that's weird. That's weird. I think it takes full line voltage in. I'm just gonna look at the back here. Yeah, it says 220 volts. Oh, and also has a headphone output, so this is probably not a mod. This is supposed to be in there. Why it has those weird messed up wires, I don't know. I'll probably will rip that out anyway. And we'll just see what this does. I'm still a little bit puzzled about how this AC input works. I mean, there's terminals for it here. Two sort of lugs. And there's this, yeah, this sort of looks like a power supply section, although I don't necessarily see a... There's no diode on there. No power diode anyway. Maybe this wasn't fitted with the AC option? Can't say. What I'm going to do is I'm going to replace those capacitors. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to tantalum down there. There's a little tantalum hiding down there. And after I've done that, we'll connect it up to a speaker and see if this still works. So, it seems to work. I'll just shut this off before I get a copyright strike. But the only thing I did was I replaced those capacitors here and here. Just 1, 2, 3, 4 capacitors. I left the tantalums in for now. And yeah, I think I'll probably replace them. sometime soon. And I tagged the old speaker in, and it, surprisingly enough, it still works. So, great, this seems to work. I've got it on, this should be FM if it receives anything. It doesn't say on this half of the case, maybe it says on the other. So this is, goes in the other, yeah, this is FM that I just tuned into. But yeah, it works. It's a little quiet, I think. When I first turned it on, it was a lot louder. Not more sensitive, but just a lot louder. And then it suddenly got a little quieter, so maybe one of those capacitors actually failed. I still don't know how the AC input works, but can actually get 6 volts in over those 2 lugs. One of them just connects to I think one of them connects to the something, but the other one is switched. So this is, yeah, this will, this is just a switched power in, and then just connect the ground to any old lug, because there's a ton of ground lugs on here. So yeah, this is going to be a quick restore. I think I'll tackle those tantalums next, just see if I can replace them, and then we'll see if it gets any louder. So I also replaced all the tantalums, which was a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4. There was another one hidden somewhere that I can't point out, but it's a little louder now. I mean, the music quality, both what they play on the radio nowadays and also the what comes out of the speaker here is not brilliant. I mean, I think maybe I'll just replace that speaker and we'll listen to it. And we'll see if it's the speaker that's actually, I think this is, yeah, this is pretty scratchy. I happen to have a replacement speaker, same type, same general type, made by Sanyo, same impedance, which, if this works, would allow me to put it back into the original mount, which would be great. So let's just see if this works. So let me just turn this on. Look at that. That sounds a lot better. So I think the only thing left to do is put this back together. I mean, it's working just about fine. I probably won't hook up, well, I won't get an AC thingy. I'll probably just have this run on batteries. And if I ever would want to run this, I'll probably run it off DC. Because I don't really trust that capacitive dropper thingy me. I still don't know how it works. I have it all put together now, and actually attaching the dial to the dial string wasn't all that hard. It just loops over. It's very, very easy to do, and it's very intuitive if you have a look at it. So the only thing that's left to do is also replace those 2 wires. Too short, and also they did not stand the test of time well. So now, how would you put this together? I think, because those potentiometer knobs, they have to go in there. can't really... I think you're supposed to put this in here first and then close it up from the other side, which is a little bit annoying. But let's try that then. Which also means I have to reattach the dial in a minute. Annoyingly enough. Well, at least I didn't have to restring it. Although, as far as radios go, this is probably really easy to restring. So now this sits in here, and now you can't, now you can't get the contacts back on there. So very afraid of breaking those wires that are around here. Don't know what that was. Something just fell down there. I have to put it in. Oh, come on. I mean, as far as transistor sets go, this is not very convoluted at all. It's actually very easy to assemble. So now everything's back together, but I don't have the dial string attached. So how would I go ahead and do that? I honestly don't know. I sort of want the dial string attached. Should I just fold it open from here? No. Well, I will do that off camera, but I'll get that dial string attached. And then we'll put it up and maybe put some batteries in it, clean it up a little, and have a listen. So I have this all back together now, and got some batteries in there, works fine. Also got the dial reattached, which is just about nice. One issue with this is this has no lid for the battery compartment, so I will take measurements of this and then I'll 3D print a replacement. But I don't, I will not show this on camera because honestly there's better videos out there on how to design something in CAD and then 3D print it. You can figure it out yourself. But yeah, I call this a success.